Hello. Hi. Hi everyone. Welcome. Hi Ash. Hello. Hi Elvi. Hi Shakil. Hi Izreen. Hello everybody. Welcome to today's live. How are we doing tonight? Hi. Hello Nazrul. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Are you okay? Are you good? Hi Nawal. Thanks for reminding me of your name. Hi Shakil. I'm good, thank you. Have we all had dinner? Oh dear. Elvi, that's good to hear. I hope you recover fast. Hi Hanif. I am good. How are you? Great. Alright. Hello everybody. My name is Coach Shahira from MasterMaths. Today we are going through PSLE Maths revision on the topic of volume. We have 5 questions for today. We are going to go through them in a few minutes time. For now, please try the questions. Hello Aideen, is that you? Hi Jessie. That's good to hear, Shakil. This is on PSLE Maths revision, which is on the topic of volume. Some of these questions, they are not necessarily from the PSLE paper, but they are basically questions that test you on your understanding of the concepts under the topic of volume. How's everybody tonight? I see that the numbers are growing. Are we doing good? I hope you have all had your dinner. If you have not, please grab a snack so that we can eat and learn together. Some of you have typed in the correct answer already. Very fast. Very fast. Hello. Hi, Russ. Is that your name, Russ? I'm not sure. Please let me know. Alright, I'm going to go through this in 1 minute's time. Alright? 1 minute's time. Hi, Charisse. Good to see you around. I still remember you, Charisse. Otak-otak is delicious, that's right. I love to eat it with nasi lemak. Amir, you did this 40 minutes ago. Thank you for doing this before the lesson. Wow. Alright. To those who just joined, hello, welcome to today's live lesson. My name is Coach Shahira from MasterMaths. We are going through questions under the topic of volume. This is suitable for students in the P5 and P6 level. But if you're not from these levels, please feel free to join as well. In the meantime, I hope you guys can help me spam the like button and also share this live with your friends so that you are able to learn with all of your friends. Since it's live, we can all gain from it together. Okay? I will go through the answer now. So let's talk about question number 1. Okay, question 1. The solid below is made up of 3 cm cubes. Find the total surface area of the solid. So some of you may be wondering, what is total surface area? Surface area is basically just the exposed area of the solid, okay? The area of the solid that is exposed. So we are looking at this area, this area, this area, the one behind, the one inside, everything else that is exposed. So imagine you are dipping this solid into a tub of paint, and you are looking at the area of the solid that is covered in paint. Okay, that's essentially what the question is asking when they ask for total surface area. All right, so basically you're looking at just the exposed area of the solid. And since this solid is made up of 3 cm cubes, they are made up of 3 cm cubes, therefore we know that the area of each square is 3 by 3, right? Agree? Okay, so to solve for such questions, whenever we have stacked cubes, all right, what we want to do is to look at the area of the faces that are basically in the left view, in the top view, in the bottom view, basically all sides of the solid. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to first look at how many faces there are in the front view, so that I can later on find the area of these faces. Okay, so I'm going to name this as my front view, and in my front view I have in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we all see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 faces in the front view. Okay, in the side view, I'll call this the side view. In the side view, I have how many faces? How many faces do we have in the side view? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Agree? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the center one we have 7. Alright, so there are 7 faces in the side view. Okay? And in the top view, I am going to call this the top view. In the top view, I also will have 7 faces. So where are they? Let me show it to you. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 at the top here. Able to see? Okay, we have 7 faces in the top view. Alright, now no matter where you are standing, whether it's the front or the back view, you're gonna see the same thing. Whether it's the left or the right view, it's the same thing. And whether it's the top or the bottom view, it's also the same thing. So your total faces will be double of 5 plus 7 plus 7. Okay, total faces would be 2 times of 5 plus 7 plus 7. Because you're going to see this in the top, bottom, front, back, left and right. Can understand? Okay, one more time. Why it's 2 times? It's because front equals back, left equals right, and top equals bottom. Okay, whatever you see in the top, you will see in the bottom as well. So you're looking at the exposed faces. You can't just see the front, you should also consider the back. You can't just see the top, you should also consider the bottom. You can't just see one side, you should also consider the other side. Okay, so just like how you need to draw the front view, side view, top view, you are also visualizing the same thing here. But this is not all there is to the number of faces, because there are some faces that are actually hidden. So for instance, we see this face here. It is exposed. When we dip this solid in paint, it will still have the paint on this side that I've shaded. Similarly, I will have paint in this face as well. Okay, I will have pinks in this face and in that face as well. Everybody can follow. Okay, for those of you who don't have the worksheet, you can go ahead and get them from our Telegram channel. The link is at the top of the page. Alright, the rest so far so good. I have a few hidden faces here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. All these are hidden. They are blocked by this L shape here, but they are also exposed. Okay, they are also exposed. Alright, so if I have those hidden faces, I need to add them as well. I have in total 8 more hidden faces. Because I have 4 on this side, I have 4 in the mirror as well, in the mirror image, which is here, here, inside here, and inside here as well. Okay, so in total, I have 4 hidden faces on each side. So I have 8 hidden faces in total, which are also exposed. Okay. Alright, so from there, I know that my total number of faces would be 46. Okay. Therefore, let me just finish this question and then I'm going to repeat one more time. I see a lot of people not understanding. Don't worry, I'll repeat one more time. So now that I have the total number of faces, 46, I can find the area of 46 faces. And that would be 46 times 3 cm times 3 cm. Since each side is 3 cm for each cube, this will give us 414 cm squared. The final answer is option number 4. Okay. Alright. For those of you who just joined, welcome. My name is Coach Shahira from MasterMaths. I am going through questions in our PSLE Maths Revision series under the topic of volume. Okay, under the topic of volume. If you wish to get your hands on our worksheet, we have our live lessons every week. We have live lesson every week. So if you wish to get your hands on our worksheet, they can be found on our Telegram channel. The link is at the top of the page. If you can't see it, it's also at the bottom left. Okay? The Telegram channel is the PSLE channel. So those of you who are asking, it's the PSLE channel. There should be a worksheet there. I just saw it actually. So you may want to double check, okay? For the rest of you, let me explain this question one more time. I see so many people saying you are depressed. What's going on? Don't be depressed, okay? Come, let me explain one more time. Don't worry. I'm going to explain one more time, okay? So, oops, I am so sorry. Here we are. So, when we are looking at stacked cubes, okay, let me put it at the side here. When we are looking at stacked cubes, to find the surface area, I must first look for how many faces in the front view, in the side view, and in the top view, and double it. Because whatever I see in the front, I see in the back as well. Whatever I see at the top, I will see at the bottom. Whatever I see in the left, I will see in the right. This part can follow. Okay, so the surface area of stacked cubes. Let me write it at the side, yeah? Surface area of stacked cubes. In fact, I think I'm going to show you one more thing here. Let me just pull it out. Here we are. Oops. Here. Okay, so when we are looking at stacked cubes, okay, let me show it to you. Everybody can see this set of notes. This portion here, okay, this portion here. When we are looking at stacked cubes, the surface area of the stacked cubes is basically your front and back view, left and right view, top and bottom view. But whatever you see in the front, you will see in the back. Whatever you see in the left, you will see in the right. Whatever you see at the top, you will also see in the bottom. So all you got to do is look for one view and multiply by 2. This part can follow. Okay? All good? Alright, so if I have front and back view, if I have my front and back view, I just have to take 2 times the front view so that I can find the back view as well, the total of those two. And then I just add everything up basically. So the total surface area is going to be the total number of faces, everything add up, times the area of each face, okay? Times the area of each face. But all we need to remember is we have hidden faces sometimes, where some of the faces are hidden or blocked by the cubes in front of them. So we have to consider those two as well, okay? Understand? Alright, so using this, I just look for the front side and top view, and I multiply by 2 to find the total faces. Then I add the number of hidden faces that I have, and I multiply this by the area of each face. Therefore, if I have 5 faces in the front view, I will have 10 in the front and back view. Okay, I just times 2. I have 7 in the side view, I will have 14 in the left and right total. If I have 7 in the top as well, I will have 7 plus another 7 in the bottom. So in total, I will have double of this added up. Okay, but at the same time, there are 8 hidden faces. So where are the 8? I have 1 here. Notice that this cube is blocked by the cube in front, but the face here is still exposed. The face here is still exposed, so we have to add this one as well. Okay, then at the other side here, I also have 1 that is exposed. Okay, the one that is opposite, mirror image of this purple color that I've highlighted. Okay, same thing for this purple one. We have 1 more that is over here that is also exposed, but it is hidden. Okay, similarly for these two, therefore in total, I have 8 hidden faces. Clear? And because I have 8 hidden faces, in total, I will have 46 faces in all. Alright? I will have 46 faces in all. Okay? So if I have 46 faces, each face is going to be the area of 1 square, right? 3 cm by 3 cm. So each face is going to be 9 cm square, but there are in total 46 faces. So 46 times 9 to give us 414. Okay? Alright. Everybody good? Okay, for those of you who just joined, welcome. My name is Coach Shahira from MasterMaths. We are going through questions under our topic of volume. Okay, and this is in the PSLE Maths Revision series. Yes, this is a P6 question, if you are wondering. It is indeed. Hi, Rahman. Hello. Alright. So those of you who understood, let's move on. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to digest everything that I've written here. And then we will move on to the next question. Okay? Alright. Can you please spare me the time to spam the like button as you normally would? Thank you very much, Kenneth, for the drill. That's right. Please help me spam the like button. Don't forget to follow us on our channels. Yes, you can use your calculator for this worksheet. No problem. Thank you for all the love that's coming in. Thank you very much. And most of all, thank you for spending your evening with me again. It's nice to see some familiar names. Alright, shall we move on to the next question? Alright. Let's go on to question number 2. Question number 2. Alright. Question number 2 is a question on volume optimization. Okay, basically you want to fix, or rather you want to fill a container with as many cubes as possible. Each of these cubes is 4 cm in length. Alright, each of these cubes is 4 cm in length. So how many cubes maximum can you fill in this container that's measuring 30 cm by 22 cm by 24 cm? Amir, you are right. I see some of you getting hints for some of your friends. We have to round off. You are right. Do we know how to solve this question? Let me give you about 3 minutes to solve this. You want 5 minutes to do question 2? Let's try with 3 minutes first, because the values are quite simple. Okay, so we just have to key into calculator and then we'll get the answer. Even without calculator, we can also still solve this question. Okay? Alright. Any SOS here? Anybody needs some help? A lot of you are typing in the correct answer. Shan, you are right. Ras, you are right. Good job. Kenneth, we did this in class before, right? I hope you are able to solve this. Jessie, can you please try again? You're almost there. Try again. A lot of you are getting it right. The answer is not option 2. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. IJ_JAH. The answer is not number 2. Can you please try again? A lot of you are getting it correct. How are we doing so far? Oh, Diana, thank you for letting me know. Prema, try again. It's not option 3. It's not option 2, nor is it option 3. The previous answer, for those of you who are asking, is number 4. The previous answer is number 4. Okay. How's everybody doing so far? Anybody need any SOS? All good? One more time. This question is asking you, if let's say you have a cube, not a cube, a container. How should I draw this container? Please don't judge my drawing, okay? I'm trying my best. So if let's say I have a container, something like this. And then I want to fill in some cubes into this container. Okay, for example, this is my container. I want to fill in some cubes into the container. And this is actually your 30 cm. This is your 22 cm. And the height is 24 cm. And then we have some cubes. We have 4 cm, 4 cm, 4 cm, 4 cm, 4 cm, so on and so forth. Okay, that's what I'm doing here. Okay, so how should we solve this? I'm going to go through this question in 1 minute's time. For those of you who just joined, I see the numbers growing again. Hello and welcome. My name is Coach Shahira from MasterMaths. We are going through questions in our PSLE Maths Revision series under the topic of volume. We have our live lessons every Tuesday, so please feel free to join us next week as well. And if you want to get your hands on more free resources and more free live lessons, please feel free to join our Telegram channel. We have a lot of resources that we give out there. We also have a lot of resources on our Instagram, so please don't forget to follow us on there as well. Alright, how are we doing? Okay, let's go through this question. Alright, I see a lot of you giving me answers, so I assume you guys are done. Okay, For those of you who are doing this question, let's talk about a comment that I saw, okay? Somebody mentioned, which is what most of you may have done, somebody mentioned to take big volume. Big volume is basically the volume of the container divided by small volume. Do you think we can do this? Big volume divided by small volume? Yes or no? Can you help me type in the chat? Do you think we can do big volume divided by small volume? Yes or no? I see differing answers. Some say yes, some say no. Why no? For those of you who say yes, why yes? For those of you who say no, why no? What do you guys think? Friends on Instagram, what do you guys think? I see only 2 responses. What about the rest? How are we doing? I see a correct explanation. LV, well done. You're learning. Okay. So why no? The answer is actually no. We cannot do this. The reason is because we need to account for gaps. Why? Let me show you. Okay, if we take 30 divide by 4, in our last cube there will be a space beside our last cube. So we are going to have the last cube here, and I'm going to have a space of 2 cm, and I cannot fit any more cubes here. Agree? This 2 cm, I cannot fit any more cubes. Therefore, if I take big volume divide small volume, what I'm doing is basically just melting the cubes into liquid form and pouring the liquid. Because liquid can take up the entire space of the container, right? But a solid cube like this cannot. So when we have solid cubes fitting inside a bigger container, we have to always account for the gaps. Okay, we cannot fit any more cubes inside the gap, so we cannot take big volume divide small volume. Everybody understand? Okay, we cannot take big volume divided by small volume because there will be some gaps. If you don't understand, I'm going to give you an easier example. Okay, I'm going to give you an easier example. For instance, I have a room. Okay, let's drop this to a 2-dimensional shape. For example, I have a rectangle, a room, okay, and I want my room is let's say 4 meters by say 3 meters. Okay, for example, and my tiles is let's say 2 meters each. So if I were to draw out my tiles, I will have 2 tiles along the length, but I can only fit 1 tile along the breadth. Agree? I can have these 2 meters, for example, by 2 meters, but I will have a balance 1 meter. I cannot fit any tiles inside here. Okay, this is in reality if I go and put in the tiles. But if I were to take big area divide small area, 4 times 3 is 12. 12 divided by 4, 2 times 2 is 3, but that is not correct. I cannot fit 3 tiles into the floor of my room. I can only maximum fit 2 tiles. Everybody able to see this example? Okay? Able to see this example? Therefore, I cannot take big volume divide by small volume because I need to account for the gaps. Okay? So how do we solve this question? Let me give you the solution now. We need to look at it in terms of our dimensions. So by length, by breadth, and by height. So I want to know how many can I fit across the length. Across the length, I can fit 30 divided by 4. 30 divided by 4, I'm going to get a remainder. So maximum I can fit is 7. Okay, if I were to write down, it will be 7 with a remainder of 2. Okay, so this remainder is your 2 cm. Okay, I cannot fit any more cubes. Similarly, I can look at the number I can fit across the breadth. So across the breadth would be 22 divided by 4 to give us 5 with a remainder of 2. Okay, again, I will have a 2 cm gap. Alright. Good night, E. Go ahead and sleep. You sleep very early today. For the rest, let's continue. I can also do the same for across the breadth. I'm sorry, not across breadth, but across the height. Across the height, I can fit. This time around, I can fit just nice. 24 divided by 4 is 6. Okay, so maximum number of cubes along the length, breadth, height is 7, 5, and 6 respectively. So the maximum number of cubes in total, using the volume formula, that will be 7 length times breadth 5 times height 6 to give us our answer 210. Okay, so the final answer for this question is option number 1. Clear? Some of you are saying this question is easy. If you got the correct answer, I'm very happy for you. You did not make the mistake that a lot of people would have made. So good job. If you did not get this question correct because you took big volume divide small volume, please remember that we always need to account for the gaps, okay? So do not take big volume divide small volume. Same thing when you see tiling question. When they give you an area and they ask you to fit some tiles into the area. So please also remember that you cannot take big area divide small area. Okay? Clear? Alright. Okay, so for those of you who are clear, before we move on, I guess you guys know the drill. Please help me spam the like button. And follow us on our channels if you haven't already done so. For those of you who just joined, welcome. My name is Coach Shahira from MasterMaths. We are going through our PSLE Maths revision series on the topic of volume. We are down to the final 3 questions. So let's go on to question 3. Somebody is asking for the formula for rate. By rate, what do you mean? Because rate can mean maybe proportion, can mean rate of flow for taps, which we will see later. So what do you mean by rate? And for rate, there is not exactly a formula for you to use. You just need to see, for example, if you're looking at like for example, how much can you do in 1 minute? And if you want to find, let's say 20 minutes, how much more can you do? Then you just have to multiply. Okay, something like this. Alright. Okay, let's move on. Okay, for those of you who just joined, again, my name is Coach Shahira. You can get our resources on the Telegram channel, which you can find on the screen, either at the top or at the bottom left corner of the screen. Please remember to share this live and follow us on our Telegram channel as well as our social media channels to get more free resources, okay? Alright, so let's move on to question number 3. There is a typo in question 3. Please help me change this Y into tank B. This Y is supposed to be tank B. Okay? Alright. For those of you who are asking, we have our live lessons for PSLE every Tuesday at 8 p.m. So you will see my face every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Alright, for those of you who spotted the error, thank you for your sharp eyes. Please remember to change the Y into a B. Thank you very, very much. Kenneth, please don't expose me. Thank you. Okay, let's talk about question 3. Question 3 is a long one, so let me explain. Alright, we have a tank. This tank is measuring 30 by 25 by 40. 40 cm is the height. And this tank is completely filled with water. So this tank is fully filled with water. On the other hand, we have tank B. We are given the measurements for tank B, 32 by 28 by 25, where 25 is the height. And for tank B, it is empty at first. Okay, one of it is fully filled, one of it is empty. So what's going on is some water is poured from A to B, okay, such that the water level in A dropped to 12 cm. So after pouring, at the end, the tank, the water level in tank A rather, is 12 cm. Okay, so you can make a note for this 12 cm here to remind yourself that this refers to the water level after. Okay, this is the water level after. Alright, wow, so many people already finished this question. Wow, good job. Okay, so let me explain one more time. I'm going to pour some water. A is fully filled, so the water level is up until 40 cm. Okay, it's fully filled. Then I pour some water into B, which was empty. And then at the end, A's water level dropped to 12 cm. So at the end, it was 12 cm. So now we are not only asking for, or rather not only do we need to look for how much is this water poured, at the end of the day, we still need to look for how much more water is needed to fill tank B to the brim. Okay, all the way to the top. Okay, so I'm going to give you about 3 minutes to solve this. Not difficult. There are in total 3 steps to solve this question. Okay, there are in total 3 steps to solve this question. If you need some help, please type it in the chat as well. Anybody need any SOS? Anyone? Okay, I see an SOS. So let me explain one more time. You're going to pour some water from A to B. So the first thing you want to do is to look for how much is this water poured. So volume poured into B. How much is this? Okay, this is what you're going to look for. This volume poured into B is basically the water from A. At first, this is the water level in A. Water level B4. At the end, the water level dropped to 12. Okay? At the end, the water level dropped to 12. So now you're going to look at, or rather look for the volume poured into B. So from 40, how do you drop to 12? Where did the water go? It was poured into B. So find that first. Okay? Find that first. The volume poured into B, which is 30 length times 25 breadth times, what do you think is the height of the water poured? Height of the water poured. What do you think it should be? A lot of you are actually getting the correct answer. Honestly, it's very heartwarming to see all of you typing in the answers, because all of you are trying together with me on a Tuesday evening. So thank you very much for your time and for your efforts. And on top of that, it is also very heartwarming. From the very first lesson that we had at the probably in the middle of the year until now, a lot more people are getting more and more correct answers. So it's even more heartwarming to know that a lot of you are actually learning and improving. So I'm very, very happy for you. Keep this up, okay, everybody? We have about 2 more months till PSLE, slightly less than 2 months. So keep this up, and you're able to see more improvements until the PSLE, okay? Alright, so everybody know the volume poured into B. What is the height of the water poured into B? Do we know? So the height poured into B, can you help me type in the chat, please? Fazrin got it right. The height poured into B. For those of you saying 40, is everything in A poured into B? Should it be 40? Everything in A poured into B? What do you think? Should everything in A be poured into B? No, right? So those of you saying no, good job. So we cannot have everything in A poured into B. What about 12? Can it be 12? 12 is the water level left in A. After pouring, whatever that's left in A is 12. So are you going to pour whatever that's left in A into B some more? Is that what the question is saying? After pouring, we still pour some more? For those of you who are saying no, good job. Yes, more and more of you are getting it now. Indeed, we use a 28. So where did 28 come from? Basically, the water level before minus away the water level after. Okay, water level before minus away water level after. So this difference is what's being poured into B. Okay, the difference is what's being poured into B. So when we multiply, we are going to get the answer as 21,000. Right? 21,000. Okay? For now, we do not have live lessons for foundation math, but if a lot of you are interested, I can table it to my team and we'll talk about it. We'll think about it, okay? Alright, so anyway, let's continue. For those who are asking if water did leak when pouring, if the question did not mention, we can safely assume that no water actually spilled, okay? If the question did not assume, we can rather, if the question did not specifically say it out, we can assume that no water was spilled out, okay? Alright, so now that we have the volume poured into B, we need to know how much more to fill B to the top. So to find out how much more, we need to know the capacity of B. So capacity of B would be just B's dimension, 32 by 28 by 25. We are going to get 22,400. Okay, 22,400. Alright, and finally, we know the capacity of B. At first it was empty. After water was poured in, it's now 21,000 cm cube filled. So all we need to know is how much more to fill to the brim. So all we have to do is look for the difference. Okay, all we got to do is look for the difference. So 22,400 minus away 21,000, we will get a difference of 1,400. So our final answer would be 1,400 cm cube. Option number 1. Okay? For those of you who got it right, well done. Very happy for you. For those of you who did not get it right, I hope you understand this question a little bit better now. Okay, at first, A is full, B is empty. You pour from A to B. Now you want to know how much more to fill B to the top. So this is how you solve it. Okay? Alright, a lot of you are talking about the moon. It's a full moon today, is it? I saw on the news that the moon is going to be very bright and big today. Are you able to see the moon from where you are? A lot of you are talking about the moon. Ooh. I hope I can see the moon by the time I leave this place. Okay, the rest of you, I'm going to move on to question number 4. I'm going to move on to question number 4. In the meantime, can you help me spam the like button as usual, please? Hi, Arif. Oh, I think this is the first time that I'm seeing you, Arif. Alright, it's a big moon. Okay, I'm going to catch it later, okay? I'm going to catch it later. Okay. How are we doing so far? Okay, As you are spamming the like button, can you also help me think about what you want to be covered next week? Okay, I'm going to leave it to you guys. What do you want me to cover next week? You can type it in the chat. What do you want me to cover next week? You can type it in the chat, and then I will consider and probably bring it into our lesson next week. Okay? So you can just type it in. I'm going to read it. Don't worry. So just type it in, and then we will probably see which one's more popular, and then I will do it next week. Okay? Wow, I see a lot of very popular ones. Okay, we have some speed, fractions, percentage. We also have angles. Okay, I'm going to consider all of these for next week's lesson and the week after as well. Okay? I see fractions, percentage. Wow, okay. All right. Don't worry, okay? You can just let me know. I am going to consider and probably bring it in, because at the end of the day, the lessons are for you guys. So if you want me to do something that you are struggling with, then I will probably do it, okay? Bye, Arif. I'll see you soon. All right, the rest, let's move on to number 4. For those of you who just joined, hi, welcome. I'm Coach Shahira from MasterMaths. We are going through questions under the topic of volume for our PSLE Maths revision series. We are down to our last 2 questions. We are at question number 4 now. Question number 4 is talking about the net of a cuboid. So someone mentioned to go through the topic of nets. There is a net of a cuboid here. Okay. Tomorrow's live is for secondary school, e-math. Okay, for those of you asking. The rest, please try this question and let me know your answers in the chat. Somebody is asking if there's a story today. I do not have a story, but like last week, we can stay behind and talk about life, okay? I think quite a number of you enjoyed last week chit-chatting, so we can do that again today as well, okay? Alright, of course you can join our live lessons. Please go ahead and join if you want, okay? I see some differing answers. I see some 2, I see some 1. Some of you are saying this question is suspiciously easy. Is it suspiciously easy? Okay. Alright. I'm going to go through in 1 minute's time. Those of you who don't know what's going on, don't worry. Let me run through. Thank you for saying I'm a fun teacher. That is such a compliment. Thank you so much. It just made my night better. Okay, let's go through this question. For those of you who are not so sure, let me give you a clue, okay? I have the net of a cuboid. I'm looking for its volume. So let me give you a clue. I am going to call this my base. Okay, this is going to be my base. So imagine that's your base and you try to fold and identify where's the length and the breadth. So immediately, because this is my base, this is my length, this is my breadth. Agree? Because that is my base. So I'm going to call it my length and breadth for the 2 dimensions, for the 2 sides. Okay? Alright. Oh, a lot of you are coming in to talk about our teachers. Thank you for all your compliments. I think MasterMaths have entertaining teachers. Thank you for that. I appreciate your feedback. I always bored in class, but you make class fun. Oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. How come today so sweet? You guys are so sweet. You know, I have a colleague, and my colleague knows the students that I teach, and my colleague says that my students are very savage. Sometimes they say my joke not fun. Sometimes they say my handwriting very big. Some of my students really very savage. But you guys are so sweet. Okay, woke up in the right side of bed. Aww. Okay, let's go through this question. Coach Shahira is the most entertaining coach. Oh, so nice of you. Okay, enough of me reading all the compliments. Okay, it's getting to my head. Let's go on to question number 4. Later, I feel like, wow, the top of the world because of all your compliments. Alright, question number 4. I have the length and the breadth. The length is obviously 30 cm. Everybody can see. We have the length here, 30 cm. But what about my breadth? If this is the length, this is the breadth. Once I fold this portion up, this portion will go in. Agree? Once I fold this up, then this tiny rectangle here will go inwards. Therefore, the parts that I am going to highlight in blue, this part here, the breadth, is going to match with the vertical line that I've highlighted. Agree? All can follow? So that is my breadth as well. So this is breadth. Therefore, I know the breadth is 20. And I also know this is the length. But what about the height? What about the height? Do we know the height? The height is a little bit not as easy to see, but it's also not difficult. Okay? Once we fold this up, once we fold this portion up, it's going to stand up, right? Therefore, the part that I'm highlighting in purple, everybody able to visualize that this tiny part is the height? Okay, everybody realize that this tiny purple color part is going to be the height? Can see? So all we need to do is look for this small part. We know that this portion, let me highlight in brown, this portion that I've shaded is the same as this portion. So if this part, the breadth, is 20, then the height must be 5. Okay, can see? If the breadth is 20, the height is 5. So this is 5. Therefore, my volume, which is length times breadth times height, is going to be 30 length times breadth 20 times my height 5. Can see? If you have questions, please type it in. Okay? The rest, if you're able to see, please help me spam the like button. Able to see? Able to visualize, everyone? So all you gotta do is multiply this. We will get our answer 3,000, option number 1. So those of you who got option 1, well done. Okay? The answer is option 1. I'm going to explain one more time, don't worry. Alright. Indeed, 5 cm is the height. Okay, let me explain one more time. So some of you is asking why or how do we know that the sides will match when we fold it up? That's because the question already told us it is the net of a cuboid. Okay, once the question told us it is the net, we can assume that all sides will match. Once we fold, all sides will match to form a cuboid. Okay? So, therefore, if I assume that this is my base, you can call any part to be your base, but I'm going to assume this part to be my base. If this part is my base, then I have the length and the breadth. Okay? And the length is easy to see. It's straight away our 30 cm. Okay? The length is straight away 30 cm. The height on the other side is not so easy to see, but once you are able to visualize by folding this brown color portion that is shaded, when you fold this upwards, because it's the base, we're going to fold this brown portion upwards. Once we fold upwards, this tiny part will be how tall our cuboid will be, which is the height. And this tiny part is the same as this tiny part up here. Okay? It's the same portion. On the other side, our breadth, once we fold this brown color up, this part here that I've just shaded in blue will fold in, and the lines highlighted in blue will match. So this breadth will match this part here, which is 20 cm. Okay, so my breadth is 20 cm. And if the breadth is 20, which means all of this is 20, then I can find the tiny one, which I've called to be my height, which is 5 cm. Okay? Everybody clear? So we are looking at the net of a cuboid, and we are folding it in to form a cuboid, and then finding out which is the length, breadth, and height to find the volume. Clear? Okay. Alright, for those of you who are not sure why it's 5 cm here, I have 25 cm here. I already noted that this blue line and this blue line will match. So they are going to be 20 cm because it's a net of a cuboid. When I fold it in, this blue line will go up. So it will match. So it will be 20 cm. So this is 20. Oops. This is 20. Therefore, this is 20. Therefore, this is 20. Therefore, this is also 20. Because it's all the same rectangles, right? I mean, the breadth of the rectangles are all the same. So this is all 20. Therefore, if the entire thing from top to bottom is 25, and part of it is already 20, subtract to give us 5. Clear? Any other questions? All good? Alright. Those of you who get it now, that's great to hear. All okay? Alright. Hello, for those of you who just joined, my name is Coach Shahira from MasterMaths. We are down to our last question in this PSLE Maths revision series. If you have missed out parts of the live, please don't worry. We can, or you can, anytime watch our recording on our YouTube channel. Okay? Alright. If you want to get your hands on our worksheet, they are found on our Telegram channel. The link is at the top of the screen. I hope everybody can see. Alright. For those of you who are okay, please help me spam the like button. We are going to move on to question number 5 now. Okay? And as we did last week, I am going to stay behind for a few minutes later on to chit-chat with you guys, because I think you guys are quite interested in that as well, chit-chatting after class. Okay, since you guys are asking me stories, I don't have a story today, but I do have some time, so we can stay behind and chit-chat. Okay? Alright, let's move on to the last question. Question number 5. It's the only open-ended question we have on our worksheet today. It's the only question we have on our worksheet today. Wow, Fazrin, you got a correct answer. So fast. Alright, so let me explain question number 5. Okay, the last question for today. Let me explain it. I have a rectangular container measuring 90 cm by 50 cm by 45 cm. So I'm given the dimensions of my container. And I am told that it is 1/5 filled with water. Okay? It is 1/5 filled with water. Okay, then they told you that a tap was turned on to fill the container with water at a rate of 0.8 liters per minute. 0.8 liters per minute. Okay, once you see liters versus cm, what you're going to do is to change liters into ml, because you know that 1 cm cube equals to 1 ml. Okay, the conversion rate here, 1 cm cube equals to 1 ml. So if you want to use cm to eventually find your volume in terms of cm cube, then you can change 0.8 liters into ml so that you can use the values easily. Okay, so this is going to be 800 ml. All good? Okay, so if I have 800 ml every minute, the slash minute here, just like how we see in our split questions, this is your rate of flow. Okay, this is your rate of flow. So that is basically just 800 milliliters per minute. Every 30 seconds that the tap was turned on, an iron ball of volume 500 cm cube is going to be dropped into the container. Okay, so we fill the container with not just water but also iron balls, and the iron balls have a volume of 500 cm cube. You want to know how many iron balls of the same volume would there be in the container when it is completely filled with water. Okay? There is no formula for rate. Rate is like speed, a little bit like speed. So what you're looking at is basically find out every 1 minute, what is the increase in volume? And then use that to help you solve the question. Okay? Alright. Do you need me to go through this question now, or would you want to try this question? What do you guys think? Shall I go through now? Some of you are asking me for the answer. Okay, so let's go through this question now, alright? Okay, so I have a tank and 1/5 of it is already filled with water. So I'm not interested in the tank that is already filled with water. I'm interested in finding out how much more to fill the tank, because at the end of the day, it's going to be completely filled. Okay, so I need to know, step 1, how much more water is needed to fill the tank. Okay, so volume to fill is just your 90 times 50 times 45 times, if 1/5 is already filled, we need to fill another 4/5 of the container. This part can follow. If 1/5 is already filled, we need to fill another 4/5 of the container. So this will give us 162,000 cm cube. Okay, so I need to fill the tank with another 162,000 cm cube of water. And this is going to be contributed by not just the tap, but also the iron ball, because the iron ball has volume, so it will take up some volume. Okay, it will take up some volume. So since the iron ball is going to be dropped every 30 seconds, I am going to look at it in terms of every 30 seconds. Okay, if I have per minute here, I'm going to look for every 30 seconds. So the next step is to find the rate of tap in 30 seconds. Okay, can you help me type out in the chat how many 30 seconds make up 1 minute? How many 30 seconds make up 1 minute? Okay, let's focus a little bit. Good, those of you who are typing in too, thank you. 30 seconds make up 1 minute. So if I want to find 30 seconds, all I gotta do is look for 800 milliliters per minute. Divide this by 2, since there are 2 sets of 30 seconds in 1 minute. So this gives me 400. Okay, this gives me 400. Great. So then the next step is to look for the increase in volume every 30 seconds. Okay, every 30 seconds, not only is the tap going to contribute to the increase in volume, I am also going to have the iron ball that's dropped in. Okay, this is the tap in 30 seconds, and this is the iron ball. Make sense? So every 30 seconds, I'm going to increase by 900 cm cube. All clear? If you look at it in 1 minute, then you can take 800 plus 1,000. 1,000 because there are 2 30 seconds in 1 minute, and each 30 second, an iron ball is going to be dropped inside. Okay? All clear? So all I gotta do now is look for how many sets of 30 seconds are there. if every time I drop in the iron ball and my tap is turned on, every 30 seconds I'm increasing by 900. So how many 30 seconds does it take to fill it all the way up to 162,000? Okay, this is how much you need to fill. This is how much you fill every 30 seconds. So how many sets of 900 are there? All you gotta do is divide. Okay, sets of 30 seconds equals to 162,000 divided by 900. This will give us 180. Clear? This will give us 180. So I need 180 sets of 30 seconds to fill it to the brim. So far so good? Okay. Then from here, if in one set of 30 seconds, I have one iron ball. If I have 180 sets, I will have 180 iron balls. Understand? So my final answer is 180. Quite a number of you got this correct. Okay, so the final answer is 180. Any questions? All good. Let me bring this up so that you are not blocked by the chat. Any questions, anyone? For those of you who are saying drill, yes, thank you very much. Please help me spam the like button. Thank you so much. Let me explain this one more time, yeah? For those of you who are not so sure. So I need to fill the tank by another 4/5 more because only 1/5 is filled. Okay, only 1/5 is filled, so the remaining part of the tank that's going to be filled with water and iron ball is 4/5. So I'll take 90 times 50 times 45 times 4/5. So far can follow? Okay, I need to multiply by 4/5 because only 1/5 is filled. Okay, and then because I am looking at iron ball, and for iron ball it's every 30 seconds. So I'm going to change the rate of the tap into 30 seconds also, so that I know every time 30 seconds have passed, what happened. Okay, so every time 30 seconds have passed, the tap will contribute 400 milliliters of water. Every time 30 seconds have passed, the tap will contribute 400 milliliters of water. And there will be one iron ball dropped every 30 seconds. So in 30 seconds in total, I have the tap, I have the iron ball, then my tank will continue to increase in terms of volume every 900 cm cube every 30 seconds. Okay, sorry, 900 cm cube every 30 seconds. Got it? So 900, 900, 900, 900, 900, all the way until you fill up to 162,000. So that will give you 180 times of 900. Okay? So if there are 180 times of 900, that means every time I fill in 900, inside is one iron ball. So if I have 180 times, I will have 180 iron balls. Everybody clear? Okay, is this better? Alright, thank you so much for helping me spam the like button. And for those of you who understood, that's great. For those of you who did not get all the questions correct, or you got some wrong, I hope you have learned something today. This is the end of our live. I am done with 5 questions today. Thank you so much for spending your evening with me, and thank you for chit-chatting along the way. Don't worry, I have seen your feedback for the topics that you want me to cover next week. So I will consider them and include them in our lessons coming weeks, okay? So thank you very much for your time, and I hope you guys remember to eat dinner if you have not. Otherwise, I will see you guys same time next week. Thank you very much. Bye everybody. If you want to stay behind to chit chat, I will be behind as well, okay? Thank you very much, everyone. I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you for spending your evening with me. Thank you. I do not teach A-Math for those of you who are asking, but Coach Irfan teaches A-Math. We have Coach Harif who's doing live classes for A-Math too. Okay? Bye, coach. Why did I say bye, coach? I am coach. Bye, guys. Not bye, coach. Bye, guys. So funny. Bye, guys. See you next week. Thank you for all your sweet words and for spending your night with me. I'll see you next week. Bye. For those of you who are staying to chit-chat, what do you guys want to chit-chat about? How's your listening compre? Everybody finished with listening compre already, right? Bye, everyone. Thank you for getting me to 20k likes. Thank you for helping me spam your fingers for the like button. So sweet. Your LC finished already. That's great to hear. Yes, I will check out the moon later. I will check out the moon later. For those of you whose listening compre is not done yet, I hope you do well for your listening compre coming up this week. All the best for you, okay? I will check out the moon. Yes, don't worry. I will check out the moon. This month got Ghost Festival. Is it? I didn't know that. The prelims for math quite hard. Are you talking about the center math paper or your school's prelim paper? Fuyo, what's with the fuyo? What's going on? My window is very far. If I leave, you cannot see my face. So I will see the window later, okay? I love the moon, by the way. And my name, right? If I'm not wrong, I will go and check with my mom again. But my name is something about the moon also. Yeah, it's about something about the moon. I'm not very sure, but yeah, something about the moon. You got full marks for English listening compre. Wow, great job. Your friend is in the live chat. Is this Diana? Diana, is that you? Are you saying Mahasin is your friend in real life? That's nice. Sure, when is the next Zoom for P6? It's next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. same time. 8 p.m. same time. I'll see you next week, okay? Your friend was here. Then you guys are learning together. That's great. Bye, Faisal. I'll see you next week. Always sit with you at recess and your other friends. Oh, okay. So you guys are good friends. Good night, Shan. See you next week. Kenneth, are you the train conductor now? Anyway, guys, I am going to end the live in about 2 minutes time, okay? In 2 minutes time. No spicy stories today. Do you have any spicy stories? What spicy stories? Everybody eaten dinner? How are we doing? I'm very hungry today. I can't wait to go home and eat. My grandma cooked something nice today, so I'm very excited. You're eating dessert. Ooh, nice. Is it ice cream? Okay, I'm going to end the live in a minute's time. Thank you for spending your time with me. If you want to come and eat, please come to my house. But you don't know where I stay. Okay, it's 9:15. I am going to end the live now. Thank you so much for your time again. I'll see you guys next week, same time, okay? Bye, everybody. Good night. Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. 3, 2, one. Bye.